Sunday. Sunday. Remind me never to try American salt and vinegar chips then.
Oh, I had that experience then.
They're potent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So where are we? What are we doing? Whose pants are these? All the stuff that I know.
Oh my god, who's flying the ship?
Oh, it only slides the one way. Oh, I hadn't noticed. Interesting. That's right. We're now in the shelf of cursed things, and I had arranged them.
I find it very hard not to view this as Ron Swanson's Strange Antiquities. The whole thing is just an enormous rotating shop built around you in the middle who never actually moves.
Wasn't I trying to figure out the symbols on this thing?
Yes, you were.
These two objects had similar properties, didn't they? Hang on. Where's my lensy thingy? The shelf of cursed things is finally open. Okay, so that's one big spiral. Hang on, let me find my notes. So this is the thalmic lens, and there are 6 different patterns of thalmic lens, which I wrote down. The giant spiral. This is noctic. This is noctic thalmic field. And this is also a noctic thermal field. Okay. And this we identified as an umbra. Fine. You can go up here with the other creepy figures with symbols on it. And we don't know what this is yet. Just leave it there for now. Oh, it's not identical. Yeah, well, yeah, but it was in here. So anything that was locked in this case kind of gets to stay locked in this case because, you know, you never know. It looks like I gave it already because the Umbra's now been identified and there's nobody currently here. All right, so let's close you back up. There we go. Now, the other thing I wanted to show people that I found is... See, so we've identified the Ambra. Look at this. Look at this X. It's on 3 objects in this book. It's the Baba Yala. Was that what we were trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay. The meaning of the unusual markings on a Baba Yala is not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. So they resemble a mentic field. Looks like a 4-leaf clover. Okay, hold on. So what do I have that looks like a 4-leaf clover that I haven't identified, but doesn't produce a mentic field? Oh, and then there was this, which reacts. Doesn't it react to mentic fields or something? I can't remember. Yeah, these are all things I've got identified. So this side of the fence that it's like, I don't know what you are. Although I have identified these, so I think you can. Sorry for the back and forth. Wasn't there a reference to Baba Yala in another description also? Let's see. Let's check our index. No. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign text. Well, let's look up translation. No, it only takes us right back there. Mentic fields. binding seed in a sleep vessel. So those are just other categories of objects. Really, like I said, there are 3 objects with this cross in the corner, and I'm wondering if that means there are 3 objects I have to put up there.
That's a good thought.
That's what I was gonna try and do. So they resemble the unusual markings on a Barriella. Oh.
Oh.
Maybe this does not produce semantic fields. Go here. Out of my way. That is a Daedric field. If people want to see a Mentic field, I think I can generate one. Hang on. Where's my other book? Come here. Mentic is... No. Give me this. That's Wistic. Hold on, I can make this. Here, and excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. I need a bigger workspace. Right, that is the Mentic field. So, do we think that resembles these markings?
No.
Not really. Not really. So let's see what resembles those markings. This is about the closest I have, but even that's...
Does it generate one?
No, it, if I go back to here... No, that is 3 spirals. That's a diurnic field. But remember what this thing says. No, not you. Thank you for playing. Let me go away. The Barbarella says they resemble, the unusual markings resemble a Mentic field, but the items themselves do not produce a Mentic field. They can be used to translate with aid with translation of foreign objects. We'll see. I'm not at the point yet where I can identify that with confidence. The other one is an Oxford Spire. Oh, we have discovered the Orford Spire, right?
Yeah, that's the horrible, bloody tooth looking fucking thing.
Come back here. And then the third is a Thalmic Needle, which I have not identified. Controversial items that are rarely used. They can reach into the mind of the recently deceased to give an impression of their thoughts before they died. The weight of these tall items decreases when heated.
You have one yet?
I don't have anything I would describe as a tall item. All that does is substitute the candle. Creases when heated. I don't even know if this would work for heating. So, I don't know. I don't think I have either of those items yet. But that one is definitely one of them. But see, again, they've got the little X in the corner, so I'm terribly curious about what those might be. So I'm going to leave that one there, and if I identify these other 2 objects, I will I'll move them there as well and see what happens. Right, so Jupiter, shall we see what the day brings? Hello, Tim. How are you? Bonnie Robertson.
This is
You.
the catnapper.
I know you from somewhere. I don't remember why, but the sharp was important somehow. I'm sorry, I know I'm not making much sense. I haven't been myself. I'll leave you be. Oop.
She just looked right at Jupiter
I know.
as she left.
Yeah. Well, you okay. That's the sister that
That's
we
the
use
catnapper.
the mind hook on to give back our cat. Why don't you leave? That's probably a good idea. Maybe. Yeah, she's banned from the store. Peter Leland.
You knew. Found some poor soul washed up on the lake shore. An older lady where the sounds are
Oh
drowned. That's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black, just like all those others. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. Like a bone god.
no! Bones. I think I've done. No.
A small item, sorry.
Known as. Yeah.
Small item known as a bones guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so always drank from the same goblet, and always placed a bones guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. I was sure we'd found this.
I was too. But it's. I think we have it. We think it's this, don't we? Mark the antidote.
Because that's the symbol for poison, but upside down.
But poison, but upside down. Exactly.
We got capital to burn if you want.
Yeah, I think we're going to experiment with that being a bones guard. Excellent. The symbol represents the symbol for poison rendered upside down and with a line under it. It can be inferred that this is the mark of the antidote.
Also, and this is just a personal thing, I really love that it looks a lot like a member of the cast of Rex the Runt.
I don't know what that is.
Rex the Runt was a very weird Aardman Animation stop-motion cartoon. I'm afraid I can't pay you. They can offer a trade, if you would accept it.
Okay.
Dad, the fucking glory.
Thanks. I'll just put this over here in the haunted
I don't have any money,
shelf.
but I do have this hand.
We still have a question about... Oh, yeah.
Saz, all of Rex the Runt should be on YouTube. Barely easily found. Very short. It's very weird. It's the only stop-motion cartoon I've ever seen where one of the main characters spots his animators at one point.
This is my shelf of educated guesses. These are all my confirms.
Thank you for this cute little guy who's very helpful. Here, have a corpse fragment.
Now, what on earth are
Oh,
you?
that's a handed lorry.
It's made of stone,
That's too fucking lifelike to be made of stone.
gold, and wood. Cold to the touch. Nothing. Sentence. Oh.
Good point,
It
Heather.
chills my blood to hold it. No kidding.
Is death.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you get to go in the... Can I close the door?
You could go in the naughty
Can I
cupboard.
use this to lock stuff up again? I'm disappointed that I cannot relock the cabinet. Oh, wow. Okay. When I look up hands, does anything come up? Nope. Yay. Well, it's the end of the day. Let's clean it up. You stay there. I don't like you. Oh, Amber's been identified. Your space. Maybe I put you here for the little...
Put him between the two animals and it looks like they're smooching him.
Okay. They can smooch the little guy. I think I need to start. These are identified. I need to relocate my shelf of heck if I know. So I think what I'm gonna do is move the rest of the pendants over here. Make this my educated guess shelf. So that it's in the same space as what I'm working with. And then I can put my things that I already know what they are. It's all squished. I mean, this is extremely squished, to be honest. Let's move one of you a little bit. That's less squished. All right, there we go. Then there's still some space. Jupiter. These are the things I'm guessing about. These are all the terribly cursed things that can just stay there being terribly cursed. Ah, all right, fine. End of day.
The rider was lucky. He made it to Backbarrow, found refuge there, and was nursed back to health. He would later discover that his left eye was permanently blackened. His partner's eyes had been.
We need to go investigate the lakeside. A flower of some kind? Sun and moon?
My left the day, to my right the night. Clock tower.
Clock tower. In the house? What clock tower?
I was just thinking out loud. Clock tower. Midnight, 12, 12, lunchtime, midnight. To my left the night, to my right the day. That's... Or a sundial? Does anyone have a sundial? Or is there a grave in the catacombs?
I'm thinking there's a grave.
Yeah.
My left. Here's.
There you go.
To my left the day, to my right the night. Where's the night?
Sunburst, left-hand side.
Here. Look, to my left the day, to my right the night.
There you go. Oh, I love this.
I find the row of 3 tombs in the upper level of the catacombs. The cool darkness is strangely calming at times down here, and I sit for a while in quiet contemplation. When I rouse from my thoughts, I look down at my feet and find an item there. Had it been there all along? I never noticed it when I sat down. Huh.
But isn't that the protection symbol?
No, this is the protection symbol. Listen. It makes music. You can hear it when you shake it. Listen. Sound. It makes a soft tinkling sound when it moves. Made of gold with oak. Feels a little warmer than I would expect. And let's see what this symbol is. Interesting that it's none of the identified symbols. Oh, it's deception. Look. That's not creepy.
That's slightly alarming.
All right. What do we have under deception? Nothing. Danger, darkness, death, demon, disease, but no deception. Let me make a little note here. Symbol equals deception. That way, I have some notes at least. You can go in the pile. All right, Jupiter. Let's see what today. Now, I want to know where this lady is. What did he say? They found her by the lake?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't help. There's a ton of stuff bordering the lake.
We can look it up.
I don't have enough information to know if that's something I should go and do. Now, I understand diurnic fields. I understand. Oh, maybe we should spend some more time on this. Right. Okay. So this helped me because it helped me understand the fields, and now I know what they all are. Which is fine. I'm still looking for this piece of paper, but I'm still looking for something by a diurnic seal, something object made from silver. Something so like produces, makes something, a diurnic field. So what is a diurnic seal? Look for that. Diurnic seal. So this is the diurnic seal, right? I don't think I have anything that represents these kinds of patterns. Not that explicitly, you know? Well, we'll leave it there. It can haunt my thoughts while we see what's next. Posty!
I've been hearing a worrying rumor about Verona
God, I
Green,
really hope she's not dead.
saying she drowned in the lake.
No!
I hope for all our sakes they're wrong.
According to family legend, an ancestor of mine hid an item of thaumic significance in his burial chamber. It has never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it myself until I learned that it was in the catacombs, in a place known as the Hall of Shields. Perhaps it's better to leave it to those who know what they're doing. Regards, MBM. MBM.
Let's pull up their character list and see who has those initials. Simone Green, Jupiter, Audrey Bell, Barton Potter, Jessica Robertson, Edmund Bishop, Rebecca Rose.
I really hope Verona's not
Verona
dead.
Green.
White. MBM. Well, to the catacombs. Hall of Shields. Here, look. Hall of Shields.
As I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. It is not fear, though fear is mixed with it. With cold clarity, I know at once what it is. I have entered an area known as the Depths, a place where few have been, and fewer have returned from. Not even Palians can clear the air here and render it safe to breathe, but there is a way. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called the Wandering Shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind rot that would otherwise consume them. It would be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. So this time you have to identify an item for you.
Yeah. Wandering Shroud. Huh. Well, hang on. Index. Shield Charm. Shield Charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Ashotic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. That's not what I'm looking for. Spirit Vault. A spirit vault, also known as a fetid chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the name. They are not considered dangerous since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when a shroud is held within. Receptacle. I bet you it's this.
Yeah.
There's an unpleasant sensation at the back of my skull. Doesn't smell funny, though. Said it has a vibration to it, right? And it smells like a rotten egg.
There it is.
Chamber.
There it is.
This, I think, is a spirit vault. Excellent! I try to breathe in the vapors from the wandering shroud, but to my horror, I realize that the spirit vault is empty. My vision starts to blur as the cloying air of the depths fills my lungs and I stagger away in a daze. When at last I reach the surface, I take deep breaths of the fresh air, but my lungs ache for some times after. I need to be more careful. I've written to Barton Potter. He will know where to find a wandering shroud.
Will he now?
Interesting. Well, I've identified the spirit vault. I love the sound of them. All right. Well done. You may be filed. Well, no, because I haven't actually
You don't
found
know who MBM is.
Yeah. Save those away for It's close, Jupiter. Thank you for your pets. Made of gold. Intricate detailing. Remember, it moves for some objects and not for others. Leave it for now. Is he being good?
Oh yeah, he's just well.
Nancy Irwin. Oh dear.
She doesn't look good.
I've done something quite stupid. I went exploring in Heath Wood and came across a grave. It was overgrown with dark brambles, so I started to clear them to get a better look at the inscription. I wasn't as careful as I should have been. The thorns were thick and menacing, and I scratched my arm on one of them. I've not felt well since. Please help me. Book of Curses! Book of Curses! Okay, the heart of the sufferer feels constricted as though it is clamped in a vice. The skin is pale and cold to the touch, and veins stand out darkly on the body. Eventually, death will occur. All right, so black heart is one idea. Okay, so what's it called? Black heart?
Black heart.
All right, so here she's got the Black Heart curse, so now let's figure out how we can deal with the Black Heart. Slam Siphon.
Used to reverse the effects of the Black Heart curse. A skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using the dried seed pod of a sheep snap plant.
Sheep Slam Siphon. What do we have that looks kind of like this? I don't see anything that looks like that. Maybe this? Yes, look!
Yes.
It's some kind of green organic material.
Right.
It sounds hollow when tapped.
It's a seed pod with a handle around it.
Yeah, I think you are what I'm looking for. All right, you need this. The spherical part of the item clearly resembles the seed pods of the sheep snap plants.
A truth conduit, may I?
Yes.
These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be, and have been, used maliciously.
Excuse me, what are dark articles and why am I just now learning of them?
The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power.
So our creepy little bell. Gentle sound they produce with the symbol of deception on it.
She's a truth conduit.
She's a truth conduit. I say she.
They.
It.
We do not assign gender in this terrifying antiquities store.
Truth conduit. Alright. You go down on the shelf of things I have questions about. And where is the seed pod? Oh, it's gone, isn't it? It's interesting that some of the objects
go and some.
Oh no, maybe it's here. Lamb siphon. You go over here. It does have kind of with the headdress shape. It does remind me of some African figures. Agreed. All right, Radar needs her afternoon excursion. I'll pop back in after if we get back while we're still streaming. No problem,
Lovely
KB.
to see
Have
you
a
as
good
always,
one.
KB.
Thank you so
Please
much.
tell Radar she's the best dog.
All right. Y'all creepy. In fact, actually, let's do one more and then we'll take our break. Thaddeus White.
You don't know me, but it's time I introduce myself. I'm the curator of history here in Museum of History here in Undermere.
Museum of History.
Eli and I have a complicated relationship. Don't hold siblings.
Siblings.
I don't tend to come by the shop much anymore, but I'd heard he left town for a few days. Wanted to bring him this, but I know he'd only turn me away without even looking.
Thaddeus White.
As the curator of Undermere's Museum of History, Thaddeus is a collector of artifacts and curiosities from around the world. He has an eye for the rare and the unusual, and enjoys telling the world's unheard stories through his collections. Over the years, he has also amassed a collection of items he does not put out on display.
Here they go.
These are items that it would be best the public did not know about. They are known as dark articles.
Also, notice the color scheme. 2 green, 2 red, 2 brown, 2 blue.
That's very interesting. And Jupiter, who's just the best.
History and science.
Go through all of them.
You're unique, aren't you? Relic hunter. No. Yeah, it doesn't really match Jupiter.
I'm looking specifically at the little icons. You go back to Thaddeus for a moment. Okay, so he's got the kind of
History.
Greek pantheon situation. She has a
Caduceus.
Caduceus, yeah.
Don't know what that is.
Harry Potter's disavowed cousin there has something else.
Librarian. Old scholar. Artist. And
Dick.
thaumaturge. He's our boss, technically.
Dick.
Alright.
That looks fun.
Okay. Dark articles get to go on their own shelf. Let's explore. Actually, you know what? Dark articles get to go down here.
Yes, they do.
Gold, wood, and a green gemstone. It takes great effort to tear my eyes away.
So that's a hypnosis aid.
You get to stay down there. Like, maybe even I'll put you in the vaults. Maybe we'll put you in there. No, I'll forget about it if I do. We'll just hide you away for now. Okay. It's like, yeah, I was like, oh, the understanding. I'm like sibling, so okay. It's so funny because if you visit the museum, it just says the curator shoos you away, saying that they have an understanding with the thaumaturge. Let's try it. I got a minute before the ad break runs. Go to the museum. Museum of History, 11.
Museum of History has a quiet grandeur, lined with row upon row of trinkets and curiosities. It's not unlike strange antiquities in that regard, though I doubt there's much of use to me here. The curator ushers me away. Eli and I have an agreement. You know you're not to take anything from the museum. That agreement is don't shit in each other's gardens, then.
Yeah.
Break in 30 seconds.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and take our ad break, folks. This is the halfway point of the stream, so if you haven't had a wiggle or a stretch, go ahead and do so now. I need to do that. We'll be back in about 3 minutes and see what walks through the door next. Right. So we've met Eli's brother. Thaddeus, is it?
Thaddeus.
Simone. Jupiter! Thank goodness you're safe. I was so worried about you. I hope my mother's okay, too. I've lost count of the amount of gossip I've heard about her misdeeds over the years. Verona.
Simone Green, Verona Green.
The truth is, when she gets struck into a mystery, she's been known to disappear for days at a time. She doesn't know. In the meantime, I believe I found another clue in the journal. The text directly before this is largely illegible, but I was able to make out a reference to a vault of some kind. Three resonant objects. Lightest first, heaviest last.
That feels like another combination.
Resonant objects. So thalmic field resonance? Okay. Any three resonant objects? So, do they have to be the same kind of resonance?
I think that's a logical place to start.
So these two are the same. Okay, and no. No. You're the spirally kind. There. Okay, so you and you and you and you all have the same resonance. So who's the lightest? You're lighter than that one. You lighter than that one? No, you're heavier than that one.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it goes,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Resonant. What was that thing the paper said? These are just about thalmic fields. I'm not sure that a thalmic field is resonant. Have we been introduced to the concept of resonance?
I don't think we have. I think this feels like Dark Articles. We're getting told something and we're going to get told what it is.
All right, go over here for a second. What do I know about resonance? Resonance compass will point towards nearby resonant objects, the only objects that can be detected in this way. Resonant objects are highly prized, both by thaumaturges and those who collect occult curiosities. Come here. Are you a... So you are a resonant compass. Okay. So now what I need to find... Resonance. Sorry. Resonance compass. Great, fine. Technically, you get a question mark after. Fine. So now I have to find 3 objects that you vibe with. All right. Let's put you here. Yes. All right.
1 for 1. We can go over there.
You go over there. Okay. Stay there for a minute. You come here. Okay. Nope. 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 Vibe. I'm literally vibe checking. Woo. Woo.
The amount of magical science that's just wave a thing over a thing and see what happens.
Woo.
Pick up the Doom Hand. I love how you're doing the Doom Hand dead last.
Oh, okay. I'm going to label this as a dark article, just dark artifact. Come with me. We only have one thing that vibes so far. No vibe.
And I do something really annoying.
Just go like this.
That's exactly what I was about to suggest.
Ooh, it looks like Spirit Vault. That doesn't work because, see, it's tracking. So if I put you over here, stay here.
Remain still.
Because it's pointing at something.
It just spun the fuck out on one of the
Yeah.
things in the top left corner.
What? See? I think it's the Bones Guard. But when I put the Bones Guard in front of it, it doesn't move. Is it the key? No. See, it moves. But when I put the Bones Guard in front of the compass, it doesn't move, unlike this one where I put it in front of the compass and it does move.
That says, Margaret, you're looking at the wrong side of the needle.
That's not... I don't...
It's pointing more right.
Then it swaps. See here. But then when I bring it down, it doesn't move. Something's going on here. See?
Still pointing at the thing under the counter. Maybe best to put the candidates on the table. That's actually a very smart comment. Yeah, because look.
No, it's not moving at all. Good. All right.
Thanks for the correct on that, folks. That's very cool.
Nope. Canberra.
Definitely.
Something up here. It looks like this stone. Yep, Elvis stone. All right, so that's 3.
Let's pop them in the resonance
So
chambers.
let's see how they compare weight-wise now. So you're heaviest. So you're in the middle. Okay. All right, so in that order. Okay. Click. Wait.
Oh,
What the heck?
the button says leave.
Well, I'm not ready yet. Look, it's plants. All sorts of buttons. Wait a minute.
Is it the clock?
Let's play with this. It's a clock face. But it's the other way around. Look.
Do me a favor. Press any of the buttons on the clock.
Hold on. It's the reverse of this.
Yeah.
No, that's correct. See? Light inside, dark outside. And I think maybe what I have to do now... all the buttons off. Now show me what time the clock says. It says... here, here, and here. Thank you!
That
Oh
is
no!
That is floating in a void.
I don't want to touch that. I don't want to.
This is the perfect embodiment.
That is the symbol of the game.
This is the perfect embodiment of my all-time favorite meme. It is, I believe, 2 images from Macross, both of a fighter pilot. In the top one, the fighter pilot is yelling, "I'm a genius!" And in the bottom one, seconds later, they're yelling, "Oh no!"
Oh, no. Do I have to?
You kind of have to.
Do I have to?
Grab the Death Skull that's been kept in a black hole. How hard can it... Oh God. Oh.
This part is painted black.
Oh, beans.
Feels unusual. Not hot exactly, but energetic somehow. I can't tell if that low hum is coming from the item or my own imagination.
Cool.
There's definitely something unusual about this item. I can't quite put my finger on it. You get to go down here with the rest of the scary items.
That is a dark article.
Why are you floating in the void? Yeah, so we've got a couple of human hands, a skull, some other nastiness.
Almost a whole person.
Thank you for that. Does the resonant compass pick up on anything else? No, it doesn't seem to otherwise move. All right, well, technically you haven't been identified, but I know what you. Yeah, whatever you are, you stay below the counter. You could build a guy with so many hands. Francesca Robertson. Out of fright when they discovered the body of that poor drowned woman to, when they brought the body of that poor drowned woman to me with those lifeless black eyes. I thought for sure it was Verona at first. She looked like her. But we're quite certain it's a lady from Hawkshead who went missing a few days ago. There's one thing I can't get out of my head, though. Why would she try and swim across the lake? And in the meantime, Verona is still missing. I don't like to use thaumaturgic thalmic needles as a rule, but the circumstances are beyond the rule book. We need answers. Okay, so I do have a thalmic needle. The tall object that talks to the dead. What are you doing down here? Go back on yourself. Great. Oh yeah, see, it does say residence compass is identified. Fine. All items. This is when heated. How am I gonna heat it? I think it candles the right way. But it doesn't let me, like, hold it over a thing. Greases when heated. No. I think we might need a hint on this one.
Okay. Push the button.
Well, hang on a second. Let me file these. Hey, Tin Can, how's it going? We are playing
Strange Antiquities.
Strange Antiquities, where we are trying to find an object that lets us talk to the dead. I'm going to leave you here because here's something I need.
We literally just opened the black hole in the back of the shop that contained a terrifying artifact.
This terrifying cursed object, which appears to also be the icon of the game. So,
it's probably fine.
Freaky. Very freaky.
Probably fine.
Alright, so thalmic needles, they can reach into the mind. It's not a characteristic that helps. Curiously, the weight of these tall items decreases when heated. So, I'm not quite sure how we're gonna figure that out. Doesn't seem to be a way for me to, like, heat things, unfortunately. Not that I've discovered. Passive. This is the only source of warmth that I have.
I'm guessing if it's a necklace, you're going to see it float a little bit.
I thought maybe if you like might, because it says the weight of these items decreases when heated. So I was thinking if I like put it on a scale and found how much something weighed and then tried to heat it up, it would like get lighter, but I don't know how I would heat it up. This is the only way I can think of heating something up. It's on the desk. And then maybe like move the scale. Oh! Okay.
That is genius.
Well, that's obviously not working. Let me try and arrange this a little better. So let's put the candle right there. Maybe I can put multiple candles. And then balance the object over the top of it.
Hi, Lunar Wanderer. Thanks so much for stopping by. We are playing Strange Antiquities, a game in which we have to identify mystical objects which are key to unraveling a mystery in a fictional lakeside town.
Yeah, and I should also remind people that there are some content warnings for this game. There are a lot of bodies, unfortunately, that show up, death and dying,
Bunch of dead folks.
and there are definite horror themes involved. So, all right, becomes weight of these items decreases. So, okay, so then I need a weight that it is less heavy than. If it becomes lighter, then it should rise up. Brother of Anubis, wait a tick, why do I recognize this man's voice?
Have you listened to the Magnus Archives?
Have you listened to almost any audio horror drama
The Secret
in the
of St. Kilda? Or the Attic Monologues? Or
Re-Dracula?
Dracula?
What's the snail adventure one?
Stench of Adventure.
Sense of Adventure. What's the spaceship one?
Rogue Maker.
Right.
I'm Alistair Stewart. I voiced people on all those shows.
That's probably. It's the Forsaken.
It's the
No, not the Forsaken. The Lonely. There we go. All right. So
welcome. Good to see you.
let's see if I can find any object. No, you're too heavy. I gotta play with all of my super suit.
Super suits.
I mean, so
Love
many.
super suits.
Becomes lighter if heated. Means that weight should drop. Okay. No. Oh. Need to be a little more scientific about this or I'm going to lose my place.
Thank you so much, and lovely to see you too. Yeah, this is one of our 2 weekly streams. We play spooky games here.
Yeah, especially like indie spooky games like this one. That's even assuming. Thank you for following.
Thank you.
That's even assuming this technique is accurate. It's a bit of a guess on my part.
Do you want me to look this up for you?
I'm a little concerned I haven't actually located this object because I wouldn't describe any of these objects as tall. And the description specifically says the weight of these tall items decreases when heated. Again, calling these items tall doesn't really...
Oh, that bounced a little bit.
Well, again, if it's becoming lighter, then it should start bottles. Not really
Saz has just said, I can confirm you have it this time. So we have the object.
Hmm. I don't even know if my technique is accurate, unfortunately. Tried all of these and all of these. See, I would never describe that as tall. And the pendants don't make much sense to me.
Go back across.
Well, hold on. What are other characteristics of the mind?
And yes, folks, those of you who've not seen this before, this game is largely your research simulator. So,
Body and mind. So blue. If it's got a gemstone, it's most likely to have a blue gemstone, but I don't see anything. I mean, we tried this. And even trying to put it over
what's the pink gemstone?
ink?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Could you look it up for me?
Selenic. A stone of protection and enveloping night. An anchor between body and mind is Kieranite or blue.
I only mention it because the cat statue is tall.
The cat statue is a Moonstone Guardian. It's already been identified.
Okay.
All right. Let's get a hint. I have a clue that tells me which item I need to put on the plinth below the counter. Yeah, I already did that. This is not a tall object. And again, if it becomes lighter, other way around, it should go like this. But what about the other cursed object? Part of the reason I'm like, is I'm not even sure this technique of heating is gonna work. I don't know how any other way to test that it's become lighter. I'm just sitting there. Doesn't seem to work. If anybody's got any, well, I've already gone through. The problem is that the hints that they're giving me. Let's try another hint. So it said, I have a clue that tells me which items I need to put on the plinths below the counter.
Don't do that again.
Okay, it was the, but when I did that puzzle, it gave me this.
So is there a second alcove?
Notice anything differently? Okay, what was it? It was the Umbra. It was this guy, and it was what was this one, right?
Yeah.
The Elder Stone. And it led to here. But there's nothing else in here. And this doesn't seem to have anything to do
Well, we can put it back. So
with the thalmic needle. Can I put anything in there? It's just a space, some sort of magical void. See, I can leave, and then it asks me for the thalmic needle. Oh, this is deeply frustrating. All right, let's try another clue. The drawings on that note I have must be of thalmic field patterns. Yes, I know what thalmic field patterns are.
okay, I have a walkthrough for you if you want it.
I think we might have to result in a... I don't have them. Okay, I apparently don't have the object.
All right, here's what we're going to do.
Is there another location I need to go explore? She talked about being confused about how the woman could come from across the lake. But she was talking about an entirely different town.
Hi, Bubs.
Hi, Bubs. Do you have any clue about how I can go and find the thalmic needle?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Did I miss something?
Here we go. Okay.
Folks, we have to run another ad break here, so if you'll excuse us for a moment, we're just about out of time for stream for tonight, but we're going to do a little bit of research, and we're going to come back and see if we can resolve this, even if it means going a little bit later. So if you want to take a moment, get a drink of water, take a stretch and all that, and we'll see where I may have missed this object, and we'll come back to this.
Do you want me to read this to you?
Okay, and we're back. So, what I've done is I've gone through all of my papers. This one still doesn't have a check mark on it. It's got 3 different thaumic fields, and there are 3 plinths.
So identify each one of the fields.
So, well, I got to find an object that matches each of those. What I'm going to try to do is find an object that matches